Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the hot football news on July 4, 2025 from Harry. Over the past 24 hours, the world of football has been engulfed in grief following the death of Diogo Jota in a traffic accident. The loss has deeply affected Liverpool, the Portugal national team, and Jota's family, and has been mourned widely by football fans everywhere. And the news surrounding Jota will open our news bulletin this morning. Jota's accident stemmed from avoiding air travel. Initial information from Portuguese media and official sources indicates that Diogo Jota and his younger brother were traveling from Portugal to the port city of Santander in northern Spain to catch a ferry to England. The reason he didn't fly was that he had just undergone lung surgery and was advised by doctors not to board a plane due to cabin pressure potentially harming his lungs during recovery. In that context, Jota made what seemed like a safe decision: to drive to the ferry terminal and sail to Calais, then continue driving to Liverpool in time for the club's first team gathering early in the week. He chose to travel with his brother, also his closest family member, on a journey no one expected to be their last. The accident occurred at around 12:35 a.m. when their 150,000-pound Lamborghini Urus suddenly suffered a tire blowout while overtaking on the A52 highway near the town of Socadilla, just 16 kilometers from the Portuguese border. The car lost control, veered off the road, flipped over, and caught fire intensely, burning the entire cockpit and spreading to nearby vegetation. When rescuers arrived, both brothers showed no signs of life. Due to the extent of the fire, initial identification had to wait for confirmation by police and forensic agencies. Local authorities have not yet concluded who was driving at the time. They have no... Fans call for Liverpool to retire Jota's jersey number. Liverpool supporters have urged the club to permanently retire the number 20 jersey that the striker wore as a special tribute. One fan wrote on social media, "Retire his number. No one else should wear the number 20. This is a heartbreaking, horrific loss. Retiring the number would be a beautiful tribute." Jota was once considered one of the most dangerous substitutes in football. These calls have received widespread support, especially since Jota joined Liverpool in 2020 and had just helped the club win their 20th English League title. Liverpool has never permanently retired a jersey number in their history, but they might break that rule this time. In total, Jota made 182 appearances, scored 65 goals, and provided 26 assists for Liverpool. On social media, many clubs and players also expressed their sorrow for Jota. Superstar Cristiano Ronaldo wrote an emotional message for his teammate in the Portugal national team. "It makes no sense. Just recently, we were still together in the national team. Just recently, you got married. I send my deepest condolences to your family, your wife, and your children. I pray they find strength to get through this loss. I know you'll always be with them. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. We will always remember you." Arsenal drops out of the Sesko race. An internal source at Arsenal has revealed that the Gunners are unlikely to sign striker Benjamin Sesko in this summer transfer window due to RB Leipzig's high asking price. Reportedly, Arsenal is unwilling to meet the valuation of around 83 million euros, 72 million, set by Leipzig for the Slovenian international. Although Arsenal has shown strong interest in Sesko for a long time, the price is still deemed too high. Amid difficulties in pursuing the 22-year-old, Arsenal will likely shift focus to other targets, including Victor Gyökeres of Sporting Lisbon. Sesko was strongly linked with a move to the Emirates last summer before signing a new 5-year deal with the Bundesliga club. He has just enjoyed the best season of his career in Germany, with 21 goals and 6 assists in 45 matches across all competitions. Sesko is said to be keen on joining Arsenal this summer to work with Mikel Arteta. However, if Leipzig remains firm, Arsenal will find it difficult to bring him to the Emirates. Arsenal confident in Rodrygo pursuit. According to AS, Arsenal is increasingly confident in their chances of signing Rodrygo Goes from Real Madrid. The Gunners are closely monitoring the Brazilian star's situation and believe the chance to bring him to London is significantly increasing. Rodrygo's position at Real Madrid has become unstable under new head coach Xabi Alonso. The ongoing FIFA Club World Cup has been a bitter experience for Rodrygo, as his playing time has been drastically reduced. From starting the opening game, he was not even used in the round of 16 match against Juventus. Sources in Spain report that although Alonso still considers Rodrygo part of the team, he has given the green light for the board to sell him if a reasonable offer arrives. Alonso will not stand in his way if the player wants to leave in search of a more significant role. Sensing that his time at the Bernabeu is coming to an end, Rodrygo and his representatives have begun exploring alternatives. The Mirror claims Arsenal is ready to pay around 80 million euros, 70 million, and offer Rodrygo one of the highest salaries in the team. Coach Mikel Arteta, a longtime admirer of the Brazilian's technical ability, sees him as the perfect puzzle piece to upgrade Arsenal's attack. Inter Milan's dressing room in turmoil. The locker room at Inter Milan is in chaos following a public verbal spat between captain Lautaro Martinez and midfielder Hakan Çalhanoğlu, triggered by the club's elimination from the FIFA Club World Cup. The conflict has grown serious enough to divide the squad and force both players to hold reconciliation talks by phone. It escalated when Lautaro delivered sharp remarks targeting the attitude of some teammates, stating, "We have a clear message. If you want to stay, then stay. If you don't want to be here, then leave." Though he didn't name names, the statement was widely interpreted to refer to Çalhanoğlu, who has been injured and is rumored to be moving to Galatasaray. Çalhanoğlu quickly responded on Instagram, stating he had never betrayed the club, but also warned that respect is not a one-way street, leaving his future uncertain. This back and forth exposed a clear rift, especially when players like Marcus Thuram publicly liked Çalhanoğlu's post. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the two players held a phone call to clarify matters, with new head coach Christian Chivu acting as mediator. However, sources say the situation is still far from being resolved. With tensions erupting in the middle of the transfer window, Çalhanoğlu's future at Inter is now more uncertain than ever. Dear viewers, that last detail also brings us to the end of today's football news bulletin from Harry. Thank you all for tuning in and following along. Goodbye and see you again in our upcoming news editions.